U.S. President Donald Trump said on Monday that federal social distancing guidelines might be toughened and travel restrictions with China and Europe would stay in place as he urged Americans to help fight the coronavirus with tough measures through April. Trump, speaking to reporters at the White House, said more than 1 million Americans had been tested for the coronavirus, which he called a milestone. The president announced on Sunday that the recommendations, which include encouraging people not to gather in groups larger than 10 and to avoid dining in restaurants or bars, would be through the end of next month after initially being put in place for 15 days to curb the virus's spread. The guidelines will be very much as they are, maybe even toughened up a little bit, he told reporters on Monday. Trump, who has faced criticism for playing down the pandemic in its early stages, urged everyone to follow the restrictions. Every one of us has a role to play in winning this war. Every citizen, family, and business can make the difference in stopping the virus. This is our shared patriotic duty. Challenging times are ahead for the next 30 days, and this is a very vital 30 days, he said. White House Coronavirus Task Force Response Coordinator Deborah Birx said federal guidance was important because all states were facing the same levels of risk. When you look at all of the states together, all of them are moving in exactly the same curves, she said. That's why we really believe this needs to be federal guidance, so that every state understands that it may look like 2 cases, that become 20, that become 200, that become 2,000. And that's what we're trying to prevent. Anthony Fauci, the head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, said he expected a coronavirus outbreak in the fall as well, but he said the nation would be better prepared to respond. Trump said his administration would take a look at a suggestion from former Food and Drugs Commissioner Scott Gottlieb that all Americans wear a mask when out in public to help halt the spread of the virus. After we get back into gear, I could see something like that happening for a period of time, but I would hope it would be a very limited period of time, he said. Trump said the United States had begun to acquire personal protective equipment from overseas. We're getting it from all over the world, and we're also sending things that we don't need to other parts, he said. Trump said he had just spoken with Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte and that the United States would be sending Italy about $100 million worth of medical supplies that are not needed in the United States. Trump lauded an announcement from Ford Motor Company and General Electric's healthcare unit that they would be producing 50,000 ventilators in 100 days. He also noted that General Motors and other U.S.-based companies would be making ventilators as well. As we outpace what we need, we're going to be sending them to Italy, we're going to be sending them to France, we're going to be sending them to Spain and other countries as we can. The first U.S. military service member has died from the coronavirus, the Pentagon said on Monday, as it reported another sharp hike in the number of infected troops. The Pentagon said the service member was a New Jersey Army National Guardsman who had tested positive for Covid19, the disease caused by the coronavirus, and had been hospitalized since March 21. He died on Saturday, it said. Today is a sad day for the Department of Defense as we have lost our first American service member, active, reserve or guard, to coronavirus, Defense Secretary Mark Esper said in a statement. No further information was provided about the victim. This is a stinging loss for our military community, and our condolences go out to his family, friends, civilian co-workers and the entire National Guard community. Earlier on Monday, the Pentagon said that 568 troops had tested positive for the coronavirus, up from 280 on Thursday. More than 450 Defense Department civilians, contractors and dependents have also tested positive, it said. Reuters was first to report last week that the U.S. military has decided to stop providing more granular data about coronavirus infections within its ranks, citing concern that the information might be used by adversaries as the virus spreads. The new policy, which the Pentagon detailed in a statement on Monday, appears to underscore U.S. military concerns about the potential trajectory of the virus over the coming months, both at home and abroad.